Hey there, Maple Nuts. I am excited to bring you another educational video. Today marks the day of the beginning of my Zero to Hero series, and I want you all to become part of that journey. This right here is Acer palmatum gonorrhea, and this one, Acer palmatum syphilis. Quick story about these trees. I purchased these trees from Home Depot a few weeks ago, and they came here in horrible conditions. I could have returned both trees, but instead, I am going to take it upon myself to fix these two in hope that next year they will look beautiful. And if you want to learn the process that I will be using in order to get there, keep watching. All right, guys, I introduced you to Acer palmatum gonorrhea and Acer palmatum syphilis. And they look horrible, guys. Look, the way that they got shipped here is pretty bad. They're sick. Look at that. Buds are dead. All right. Look at that. Non-existent or dead. It's pretty bad, guys. Pretty bad. At the bottom of the tree doesn't look as horrible as the top. Same with syphilis right here. Now this looks way better than gonorrhea, but still it looks horrible. A big box store like Home Depot should not be shipping this stuff to clients at all, okay? Then again, I would like to point out that these trees were $70 free shipping. So I can't really complain too much, all right? Now, yes, I could have turned them back in, but I'm not gonna do that, guys. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna recover both of them. The rest of the year, these trees are gonna look like crap, and I'm aware of that, all right? But next year, they're gonna leaf out, and all this stuff is it's going to be barely noticeable, okay? You guys will see. Now, there's a few things that I am going to do to these trees today, all right? One is I am going to take a closer look at the root system of both of them and come up with a plan for care. And two, I will be repotting them. And after that, I will be putting them in the shade. These trees will not get any sun. Also, I will not be watering these trees like I will be watering the rest of them, all right? These trees were overwatered, and I can tell because of the deformed leaf. That deformity on the leaf, that is a sign of overwatered, okay? So obviously they were overwatered. When they showed up here, the soil was just completely drenched, and it wasn't only completely drenched, it smelled very anaerobic, okay? So that right there tells me that these trees were overwatered, were over cared for, and it shows. It really shows. So are you guys ready? Let's do this. All right, guys, so first things first, I'm just gonna set up my area where I will be working with both trees because I can't just lay it on the concrete here. So I got these puppies right here that I got from Amazon. Guys, I have been using these, okay? There are short version of these that I use indoor for like bonsai and all that stuff. When it's winter, you know, I tend to do a little bit more bonsai and stay away from the garden because, you know, I get bored and I feel like I want to do some sort of gardening. So yeah, I use this to avoid the soil spilling all over the place. So look, boom, right there, guys. By the way, link in the description below. Also, I would like to introduce you to my gardening stool. Right here, I can sit down, work on my plants, pots, and everything. Comes with a nice bag where I have all my tools. Okay. And I can also use it to support my knees and work on my plants. No problem. It closes. Look at that. Can also use it to work on my plants while kneeling. It's an amazing tool. I recommend it, and if you want one, link in the description below. Alright guys, we're gonna work on Acer palmatum gonorrhea first. And obviously they are buried way too deep in these pots. And that was the first thing I saw when I unboxed them in the video. It was just pretty horrible, guys. It was a pretty horrible thing, okay? Now, one thing that I'm not seeing here is green, so we're good there. One thing that I'm really not seeing is that I'm not seeing white rootings, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and inspect the root system in the bottom, and hopefully we'll get to see some signs of life there, because if not, then this tree is dead, all right? Let's go ahead and pull this tree out. Look at that, worms. Ugh. Guys, I'm not gonna lie here. Oh, I see some white rooting here. Okay, so that's a white root right here. Wow. Wow, I'm not seeing anything good here, guys. Not at all. So I highly doubt that this tree will recover. Not even one viable, one viable root right here I see or saw, and I can't even find it anymore. Guys, this tree is crap. So Acer palmatum gonorrhea, its chances of survival are very, very, very slim, guys. I'm not gonna lie. This tree is not gonna survive. I don't think so. So I'm still gonna try it, but I'm just not seeing it. Root system is crap, guys. Look at that. All dead. All these roots are dead. Home Depot, Home Depot, Home Depot. What are you guys doing? Oh. All right. I think the tree is dead, guys. That's, if you ask me, this tree is dead. There's not one root right here, except for that one that I showed you earlier. I don't see a single root here that is alive. Everything here is dead. So I'm still gonna put it in a pot. I'm gonna hope for a miracle at this point, but it's which is sad, man. This is so sad. It is so heartbreaking. My series of Zero to Hero is not even looking great right now. All right, guys, so I got a pot right here, and it's about 10 gallon, 10, 12 gallon, and it is a lot for this. I got it, you know. You can easily overwater a plant when they're over potted, and I understand that, guys. All right, I'm not going to. All right, I've been here before. I have over potted so many of my trees. It's ridiculous. They're doing just fine. Okay, I just don't water them as much. So I'm gonna put this puppy right here. Put some fresh soil. By the way, that's fresh soil. That's not the soil that it came in. This is the soil that it came in. It's trash. So I'm just gonna put the tree here. I'm gonna call Home Depot after I'm done with this video, and I'm definitely gonna get them on the phone. Should have put them away somewhere, recover them, and then sell them, but they didn't do that. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so frustrated right now and so mad that. So I'm gonna go ahead and pot this sucker up and see, kind of pray for it. Really, at this point, there's nothing else that can be done but pray. I'm gonna go ahead, since the root ball is so small, the tree is so tall, and that's a recipe for knockdown by the wind. I'm gonna put this right here, all the way down, and I'm gonna hold it with this, okay? It's just to hold the tree, that's all. That's all I really want. Okay, so that is Acer palmatum gonorrhea, which it's, guys, if you ask me, this tree is dead. All right, it is completely dead. It's not going anywhere. But nonetheless, it's here in a pot. You will hear back from this tree, I promise you, because I will continue the series going. And if it dies, it dies, you know. But I'm still gonna call Home Depot about this. So at this point with this tree, I'm gonna water it, but there's one more thing I need to do. There you go. I highly doubt that you will see a Acer palmatum Tomblis Red Sentinel next year, but today your name shall be gonorrhea. I wish you the best. All right, our next tree is Acer palmatum syphilis. Guys, this tree showed up looking nicer than gonorrhea. At this point, since I saw gonorrhea root system was dead, all right, I'm just gonna call it dead. I don't expect anything less from this one as well. I'm hoping for better, but I'm not expecting it. All right, so with that being said, let's get on it. All right, guys, same thing as with the other tree. This tree was buried way too deep down there. This tree, the way that it reacted to that was it created a higher flare, meaning that it has another flare on top of the original flare. This is not the flare of this tree, guys. All right, that is not. The flare of this tree is down there somewhere, and I think it was a couple of inches below that. So let's just hope that this tree has a live root system, because this is not looking great, guys. Not looking great at all for these trees. So let's just not waste time here. I'm just gonna pull it out. All right, look at this. Oh, another. Another crab. Let's see. Wow, what a horrible soil. Let me just get that out. Guys, check this out. You see any white rootings anywhere? Because I don't. Since I don't see anything alive here, I might as well show you where the flare is. That's the flare right here, guys. Right there. Okay? That is something it created out of necessity. Okay? So, same as the other one, guys. 0 white rootings on this tree. Completely deserted. And this, my friend, is how you do not take care of a tree. All right, same as the other tree, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and put one of these to hold the tree in the pot. It's not because it's crooked or anything. It's just I want to be able to hold it because that root system is so small. And you know, I opened that stuff, and so now it's sitting flat on that pot. Okay, let's do that.
Guys, I want to apologize for all the heavy breathing that you guys are having to hear, but behind the scenes, there's a whole lot going on. I'm moving pots, I'm moving camera equipment, I'm trying to find the right angle. It is hot, I am pissed, and on top of that, I placed the microphone right next to my mouth the entire video. I will never do that again. Sorry about that. It's not that I'm out of shape. Well, what am I lying to here? I am out of shape, but it also has to do with what I just previously stated, okay? So my apologies for that.
All right, there you go. That's the other tree right there. I sure pray for it because wow. Anyways, guys, same as the other one. Today you shall be named Acer Parmesan Syphilis, but who knows next year, right? Maybe you'll get your badge of Twombly Red Sentinel. Highly doubt it, but there you go, guys. There you go. So let's go ahead and close this video. All right, guys. First things first. You might be asking yourself, why am I completely changed from clothing? Why are these trees back in the pots? And what's happening, Maple Nuts, right? So, yeah, let me just go ahead and explain you that. The video that you just watched just now was recorded on April 22nd. Today is June 27, and a lot had happened, guys. So, first of all, I did call Home Depot, and they offered to bring a shipping company here into the house to pick up these trees and take them and give me a full refund. I agreed to it. I had no hopes for the trees, and they never showed up. I called them again, and what they did was they gave me a complete refund on both of these puppies. So technically, these cost me $0. Now, I obviously, before returning them, right, I put them right back in the pot. I'm not going to be given the expensive pot. So I put them back in the pot with fresh new soil. Okay. I put them in a corner, and weeks pass, and they refund me. And then I moved them to another corner of my property. And then I started seeing something. So, all right, guys, I want to talk about these trees, all right? Because right now I'm so puzzled with them, right? I could have sworn that they were dead, right? Any person would have guessed that they were dead. And I know that you just heard me for, I want to say about 20 minutes, just whining and complaining about the conditions of the tree. Now, don't get me wrong. They look like shit. There's no question about that. But they are pushing new growth, guys. Look at all that. That's new growth. That's new growth. That's new growth. That's new growth. So technically, if these trees were dead, it wouldn't be pushing new growth at all. I will assure you, okay? So there is some sign of hopes. Now, I am not out the water with these trees by any means. The root system, I'm guessing that it's still crap, all right? I still need to work with them. Now, I made a special mix for these two trees, and that mix contained, in a 2-gallon of water, I put some ZeroTol, some root growth stimulant, or RGS, and that's the one I use for my lawn. I know it works really well. It contains a lot of sea kelp, and sea kelp is very good for growing roots. And it contains some Super Thrive and a little bit of Miracle Grow. I mix all that together, make a soup, and just dump that, half of it, 1 gallon and 1 gallon, and put them in a corner and just forgot about it, right? Because at the end of the day, look, I wanted to return them, right? So they didn't die, guys. They're not dead. They're pushing new growth, and I am really excited. You have no idea how much excitement I feel right now, because as I was recording that video, and look, that video was 55 minutes of complaint, whining, and negativity, and complaining. And I know it's like soul sucking, right? Trust me, because I had to watch the video more than 20 times editing, right? And as I'm watching my own self being that negative and just sucking my own soul out of my existence, I really edit like half of it out, you know? And I put as much as I could, because at the end of the day, look, I have to bring you a video, right? Which it was the first step to recover these trees. And I had to, right? So the first step to recover this tree, even though repotting was number one, and I will be doing that with the other junipers that I got, and those of you guys that are on my Facebook group knows exactly what junipers I am talking about, okay? If not, go ahead and join the Facebook group and you'll see the post, okay? So changing the pot and the soil is very crucial, because you really don't know what's going on there, all right? All I know is that whatever was going on in that root system was bad. So changing the entire soil was crucial. Using the ZeroTol was also crucial, because a ZeroTol is a bactericide, right? So it kills a lot of those bad bacteria. Keep in mind, it'll kill the good bacteria again. And it is why the shot of Miracle Grow was also crucial, because nitrogen feeds microbes and helps them multiply, right? So that is why I added the Miracle Grow with the mix, okay? The Super Thrive. I really don't have any, and I have never seen any scientific proof of why the Super Thrive works. All I know is that I use Super Thrive on a lot of my very stressed trees, to include my Blue Point juniper that I recovered. They were really sick, right? So I recovered them with Miracle Grow and Super Thrive, right? And I really don't know what it is, okay? I really don't know. So I can't really tell you about Super Thrive. All I know is that I have used it and it has worked, okay? I have no proof, no nothing for you guys other than word to mouth. And the RGS. The RGS, I lived and I die by RGS, okay? I have been using RGS since 2018, almost every month on my lawns and on some of my plants, and it works. Sea kelp is something that is like magic for root systems, all right? So that is the mix that I use. I will be making a batch, a 2-gallon batch of that mix for my next Zero to Hero series that is going to be the junipers, all right? Now, I will be keeping this series going, okay? You guys will be getting more updates on the Zero to Hero. This will be the Red Sentinels, right? Gonorrhea and syphilis. And I will continue to work with these trees as much as I can. Again, I am not out of the water here, okay? These trees can easily die. They are fragile and they need to be kept an eye on, all right? So if one of them recovers or both of them recovers, I will pick the best of the two and I will put that in between my forever goldies, all right? It's a special area that I have for them, okay? So now we can close this video. Wow, there you go, guys. I am so surprised that this series can continue going. Guys, again, I want to apologize for all the negativity throughout the entire video. I promise you that I felt embarrassed as I was editing that video, but at the same time, I couldn't scratch the project because I owed you guys a Zero to Hero series, and that video was crucial to the beginning of this series, okay? So I had no choice but to edit as much as the negativity. That video was 55 minutes long, all right? And I took half of the complaining and whining because I was so frustrated and I was so mad that a big box store would send trees like that to people. Don't get me wrong, I am still mad, kind of, and kind of not, because at the end of the day, Home Depot did right by them and they refunded these trees completely, all right? So these trees are all free of charge, and because of that, I really cannot complain at all right? So yeah, okay? If you like this video, please hit the like button as it will help my channel grow. Other than that, I got nothing else for you guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay naughty, my friends.